up and running on topic 5, DQ2 already. All right, let's jump in here and take a look at what we got going on. Click on the goals and instructions. We want to use some functions, count if or frequency function. We want to create a frequency and relative frequency table. We want to make a histogram. We want to start thinking about how to draw conclusions from data. All right, very good. So let's go get to work here. What we have done, everybody, is we've done a water test, and we want to determine whether or not the quality of the water has changed and by how much. All right, so we're going to create a bin table. We're going to create a frequency distribution table. We're going to look at the average of the water quality improvement, and we're going to construct for ourselves a histogram. All right, so starting out, we're looking for the minimum value of the change in water in column B. So we're going to type in equals min. That's a function in Excel. All right, then we're going to type B colon B, just like we did before. Everybody remember B colon B takes into account only the numerical data and not the text. All right, notice everybody that it changes color. When I've done it correctly, that lets me know that I have the correct answer in there. And no, you can't just type in the number. Okay, that's not going to work. All right, let's try the next one. All right, this time I'm looking for the maximum and do the same thing, B colon B. All right, of course, everybody, if you didn't type your name in the cell in D2, you're not going to have any numbers there. So make sure you type your name in the box. All right, everybody, the bin width is max minus min divided by the number of bins in your table that you're working with. Okay, so we're just going to click on the cells after we open a parentheses. So open parentheses, you're going to do max minus min. Just click on the cell, right? Just click on the cell you want to use in your formula. Close parentheses. And how many bins do we have? We're counting right down here in this frequency table. So if you count all these down through here, you're going to have 11, everybody. 11 of these rows in that table. So divide by 11. Hit enter. All right, next. We're going to go for the lower limit. Just simply click on the minimum value in our table. Okay, just click it. Type equals. And then click on the cell and hit enter. All right, now we want to add to that, to get the upper limit, we want to add the bin width. All right, so once again, type equals, click on the cell you want to use for your initial starting point, then you want to add to that the bin width. Now you're going to want to copy this formula, everybody, so when you come down through here, make sure that you use the $sign, okay? Use the $sign to get yourself situated. In other words, to lock the cell in place. So E7 won't move down when you copy the formula. All right. Next, you want to add the upper from the previous row. So you want to add the upper from the previous row to a tiny shift, which is just 0.1. Okay. It's going 1 decimal place because we have 1 decimal place in our water quality in column B. That's why we're doing that. All right, hit enter. Now we're ready just to copy and paste, everybody. So just copy these formulas all the way down, drag it all the way down, upper limit, drag it all the way down, and you're good to go. Now you can see the minimum value is negative 9.1. The maximum value is 54.7. The maximum up here was 53.7. By adding that 1/10 every time, we have completely taken into account all of the different values in our table in column B. All right. The title of the bin is the midpoint of each bin, just the midpoint of these. All right. So how do you find the midpoint of any two things, everybody? How do you find the midpoint? I'm going to type All right. And you think about what I'm doing. Okay. Remember, we're finding the midpoint. All right. So we found the midpoint. We're going to drag that all the way down. All right. And we're good to go. Next, we're going to do the frequency. Everybody, this one's a little bit different. I'm going to use the frequency function in Excel. There's also a count or count if function. You guys can do that as well. If you don't like this one, I'm going to use the frequency. So using the frequency, you have an array. An array is an assortment or arrangement of numbers, okay? So I need to highlight this whole column here. So just left click your mouse, drag down to highlight the whole column, telling you that that whole column G is going to be an array, okay? Once you've done that, it's not that difficult. Type in equals and type the word frequency. Open your parentheses. All right, now it says we want to use the data array. The data array is in column B. So we're going to simply type B:B again. Whoops, not N. That's not going to work out very well. I need B. All right. And then comma. Now, what are my bins, everybody? The bins I'm using are the upper limits in column E. All right. So I can just take my mouse, left click on column E, and you can see I'm highlighting the whole column. And there it goes, E11 to E21, showing me I have 11 values in that array. All right, now close your parentheses. All right, close your parentheses, and now comes the fun part, everybody. Don't hit enter here, okay? If you do, it's going to mess it all up. What you want to do, if you're working on a Windows computer, you want to use Shift, Control, Enter. All right, once again, Shift, Control, Enter. All at one time. Shift, Control, Enter. And it will complete your whole table column G. Okay, it's a Windows computer. You're going to do it all at one time. Good. Shift, Control, hit those. Hold them down, hit Enter. All right. If you have a Mac computer, you're going to do Command, Return. Okay, hold down the Command button, then hit Return. If you have a Windows computer, you're going to hold down Shift, Control, and then hit Enter. And when you do that, it's going to look like this. Shift, Control, Enter. All right, and your whole table is filled up. So once again, Windows computer, Shift, Control, hold it down, then hit Enter. A Mac computer, you're going to hold down Command and then hit Return. Okay, now we're ready for the relative frequency. So equals. The relative frequency is a percentage, everybody. It's the percent. So what percentage of our data is in the first row? That's what we're looking at in that first bin. So that is G11 divided by, we have to count all the values in column B. Well, I'm not going to count them, and I don't want you guys to waste your time counting them. I'm going to let Excel count them, okay? All right, so the count function will count exactly how many values there are in column B that are numerical. All right, hit enter. And your data should be formatted to percent with one decimal point. Once you're done with that, everybody, you're ready to copy this data down. All right, and you're all done. All right, next we want to find the mean change. That is the average, right? The mean is the average, so equals average. You guys have done this one already, just for topic 5 DQ1, right? Average. What are we going to do? B:B. All right, hit enter. And you can see everything has changed colors, so I know that all my values are correct. We're down to one last thing, everybody, the fun part. All right, right here, we need to build ourselves a frequency distribution, or we need to use the frequency distribution table to create a histogram. All right, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to take your mouse to highlight the values in columns F and G. That's the bin and the frequency. Okay, so highlight, drag down. Okay, now at this point, don't hit insert. Right click your mouse. Everybody, right click the mouse. And you're going to see a quick analysis right here in the middle of your screen. Quick analysis. Select it. What do I want to make? I want to make a chart. Okay, and I want to make clusters that are vertical. Now, everybody, check this out. I'm going to scroll this down, move my graph down so it's below everything here. Okay, looks nice, right? Now, everybody, you can see that I have my bins with the frequencies. I have the name or the labels right down here below telling me what bin those are in and the frequency on the upper side. Okay, now I do need to work on my chart just a little bit. We're going to have some fun. All right, so first of all, click on your chart, go up here to quick layout, watch my mouse right here, quick layout, and choose the histogram. All right, now it's a histogram. All right, now I want to do a little bit of outline here, make it kind of fun and bright. So I chose yellow to be my outline. See how nice that looks? Now, guys, I need to change my axis titles and my chart title. What is my chart title? Let's see. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at the water quality, right? That's what I'm looking at. And this whole thing was water quality. So let's go right up here and let's change this to water quality or whatever you like, okay? You have choices here. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to label mine water quality tests results. All right. I'm just having fun, whatever you like. Hit enter. All right. On the lower, I'm going to just type bins. All right. And hit enter. On the axis title, I'm going to type frequency. All right. Hit enter. And everybody, we have a great looking graph. It shows all of our bins. The axis labels are there. The bin labels are there. The data chart title is there. And we have successfully completed topic 5 DQ2 and everything looks fantastic. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the forums. Bye.